What's going on, my good people? This is Lawrence D. Adams. We are live, and yes, my guest is in the back in the green room. I see her moving around, but y'all can't see her. I'm going to pull my camera. Hit the like when you come in. This is Lawrence. What's going on, everybody in the chat room? On Facebook and Instagram, we're going to have a discussion with Dr. C. Cooper. You guys get ready today because we're going to drop some. Y'all, you heard the conversation we had last night. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for what we about to do now. So this you think you heard something, but this is going to be a great conversation. Hit the like button when you come in. You on time today. That's what I'm talking about, babe. See, I'm trying to look for my music. I can't find my music. It came up. I was actually just laying down, but I'm going to pull my camera up. Then I'm going to pull her up on stage, and bam, here we go. Okay, all right. You know how to get a little. I want to go allow her to come out, show Doctor when I can't allow her to come on to my show out. So this is Lawrence D. Adams. We are live right now. I just got the phone actually with my mom and say, "Ooh, are you recording this?" Yes, I'm recording this, mama. So yeah, so definitely this is Lawrence D. Adams. And today we got Dr. C. Cooper. Hit the like button. Let me know. She's tapping in. I seen her getting her niggas together. So we're going to bring her up on the stage. Are you ready? Just shake your head when you're ready to come on, Dr. Cooper. They can't hear you, so only me and I'm looking at you. You ready to shake your head, nod your head up and down if you're ready to come on. Did you ready? All right, that's all. All right. So she's ready. What's up, everybody in the chat room? Get ready for a good discussion. Y'all I know I could clean up like this. You know what I'm saying? LDA had to show out today. Come up. So hey, what's going on, Aunt? What's going on, my homegirl from high school? Well, longer than that, really. So we about to get started now. She's coming up on stage and she's coming up to the green room. We have my esteemed guest, Dr. Cooper. So let's get it going for all those in the chat room. Now, the discussion, I'm going to warn you, this discussion right here is going to be something else. This ain't for everybody. It's grown folks. And here she is, Dr. Cooper. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. We got the. They ain't ready. Was
They
not
ready.
playing.
They
Was
not ready.
not ready. Dr. Cooper. So definitely welcome to Recharging Manhood with Lawrence D. Adams. We are live right now. And I want you guys to really listen up. We're going to have a grown folks conversation. That's why I put it unfiltered and raw. What we talked about behind the scenes was real good. So I don't think they're ready for how much. So tell us a little bit about you, and then we're gonna go from there.
Okay, well, y'all have to forgive me for the glare. I can hardly see.
Oh, okay.
So I'm Dr. Constance Cooper. I'm from California. Of course, you know I'm I wear so many hats. I am a hairstylist of 30 years. I'm a mother of 4, grandmother of 3. I am a life coach. I am an author of 10 books. I am a motivator. I love God. I love his people, and I'm single. And I just do all things relationship, whether it's a family relationship dynamic, a man and a wife dynamic. Hello, everybody. Um, I'm a life coach. What you need help with?
I see. All right, she's here, and everybody gonna ask her, "Well, how you a doctor?" So we gonna get that out the way, and then we gonna get rolling.
Okay, I have a doctorate in theology, which means I'm a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ. So I went to school because I love God and I wanted to expound on the word a little bit more. I wanted to explore that, and so it's a Christian degree. It's really Christian counseling. So I went to school for that, and the school was Pitt the Faith Biblical Studies in Houston, Texas. Um, Ty Watts and Larry Watts, doctors Ty Watts and Larry Watts. So that's where I am from. Oh, wait a minute. Let me give a shout out to my bishop and first lady. I don't do that all the time, but when I'm on here, they love me dearly. So Lily of the Valley Christian Center Church, Oakland, California.
That's Oakland. All right. Don't say that. Alpha Kingdom. Thank you for the first super chat. Blessing to big bro and respect to the guests. That's right. Appreciate it. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody's coming through. All right. Thank you, Alpha Kingdom. And he's from Oakland too, right there.
Is he?
That's my
Is he?
bro.
Is he? So then he must know about my
So yeah,
ministry,
definitely. So
Divinely Exquisite
hmm,
Ministries.
gosh. Let's get into what we talked about yesterday. So you know my style and how raw I can be and uncut when it comes to relationships between men and women. And most people don't realize that what I do is definitely, he said, I know now. He said, I know now. Definitely how the dynamic between the man and the woman sometimes it could be. You said something last night we were talking. People make it complicated when it's so easy.
It
You
is.
know what I mean?
It is.
And so definitely, so this talk about that because we talked about some things last night. We gonna talk about it.
Mhm.
So let's
Okay.
go.
So in relationships, I think what happens with people who have not mended from the last relationship, what ends up happening is they make the next relation complicated because they're not healed. Oftentimes, even in the healing process, they can get to a place where they've been separated, they haven't talked to the person in 3 or 4 months, but they're still in that relationship and in that mindset. And so being in that relationship and that mindset, they have a tendency to drag in the dysfunction of the last relationship into the next relationship because they have a familiarity about it. So I just think that relationships are really not that complicated. Just like people that, in the church, God's not that complicated either. They just make him complicated. They make relationships complicated. It's a simple what you like, what you don't like, your preference. Remember, you had that. We said that in the little group that we're a part of. And you had a preference, and they tried to chew you up about the preference, but it's okay because ladies got a preference too. Sometimes with that preference, so they haven't become the preference. How about that? So you got a preference. You want them with a 6 pack. You want them with this. You want them with that. But at the same time, well, baby, you wanted around looking like roly poly. You understand? You got 9 packs. I don't understand. How can you expect for him to look like this when you look like that? It doesn't make sense. You know, Preference is one thing. Standards are one thing. They're two totally different dynamics. I would prefer to date somebody who's on my mental level. I think you said that before too. I would prefer
Right.
to date somebody who is on my spiritual level as well. Um, we equally yoked means we have things in common, not just spiritual, but equally yoked means we got some things in common about parenting. We got some things in common about vision. And what I mean by vision, our goals, what we want for our lives, the path that we're on, they have to match in some type of way. You can't be wanting to go over here and be a realtor, and I'm over here and I can't pay my rent. What's going on with that? You can't be over here. You understand what I'm saying? We got to match in some form or fashion. So I can't want to take care, like, okay, today. So you looking good. I'm looking good. There's a presentation because I'm a brand. I am divinely exquisite. I am divinely me. I am all things divinely exquisite. And so this my brand. I represent my brand. You are LD. So you are your brand. You
Right.
you know who you are. So some things they have to mimic one another. So then what makes it complicated is when the expectation. That's a big word, expectation. I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of times expectation gets twisted. It's not so bad about having an expectation. A false expectation is what makes it bad. Like you kind of can know what somebody about from the minute that you have a conversation. Do you
Right.
see?
So this is the thing. So you said a whole lot. So let me digest it for those in the chat room. So she said a whole lot. One of the things that's so important is I teach men that when you have a standard, you end up attracting what? A better quality of what? Woman. Second of all, when I'm talking to men, second of all, you can have your preferences, but really when it come down to it, like you saying, are you equally yoked? Are you on the same page? Just like you said, you can't be a realtor, bruh, and then she can barely pay her rent, or the vice versa. She's a realtor and you living in there. It has to be some kind of way that you guys complement each other, and
Mm-hmm.
that wait a minute first that I feed you mentally and you feed me mentally. And I
Right.
think what happens is we get this whole thing, get spiritual, oh, you equally yoked and all that, and God's going to you think of two ox tied together. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the meaning of it. But the thing of it is, can you plow together? When they gave the example of equally yoked, It's
Right.
talking about two oxen tied together by the neck so that they can plow a field. So are you equally yoked, that you and this particular person, men for the woman and woman for the man, where you can plow a field and actually produce something? I know you. Let me do a couple gunshots for that because y'all ain't. So so
You're
so
amazing.
so it's so important. I think people miss that. So they're looking for Mrs. Right or Mr. Right, but they have not first. With the first thing you said, what I teach over here, the gospel of responsibility, it starts in you.
It does. It does. And I think one of the things that we talked about were um, when we make it complicated, we only make it. We only make. Thank you so much, sir. Ism. We only make it complicated simply because we have fear. False evidence appearing real. Oh, that looks familiar. My last man or my last lady, she was doing that too. When simply it's just a communication gap. Let's bridge this gap. Let's figure it out. Let's sit down. Let's have a conversation. You know, I think one of the things that we miss in the communication piece is that we don't listen to understand. We listen to respond. Sometimes we even listen to react.
That's good right there. Now they know I did a teaching on listening to the men. See, we men, we already are we. If you've been listening to LDA, you know I do a teaching about listen to what's being said, listen to what's not being said, listen to what's being said in between the words. Because sometimes it's not what I'm saying, it's what I'm not saying that's more important than what I am actually saying. But I don't want to, good enough.
But no, that's a good piece right there. What you're not saying, and oftentimes it's the action. Okay, put it to you like this: love is an action word, right? So
Mhm.
put it to you like this. I can't get away from my roots. 1 Corinthians 13: love is patient, love is kind, love's not boastful, love's not loud, love does not seek its own, love does not boast in the wrong, but rejoices in the right. Love forgives all things, love hopes for all things, love never fails. Okay, God so loved the world that he gave.
Mhm.
The first key to love is servanthood. So if you treat people how you want to be treated, I'm about to run up out of here. I can't help myself.
Mhm.
If you love your neighbor as you love yourself, and here's the thing, if I can just listen to what's not being said, and what's not being said is this: I like you, but I'm scared. I want to talk to you about these things, but am I going to be able to lay my head on your lap? Because my Delilah, my last Delilah, she cut me off, and
Mhm.
so she cut off my strength. You understand what I'm saying? And so I need to know that I'm safe with you. I need to know that I'm secure with you, and the only way I can know that is if you understand me. How do you understand me? Your actions.
Mm.
Love is
Mm.
a gift. Love is always giving. Love is always putting somebody first before you put yourself. Love is means I'm just going, you know what? I'm gonna let you have that space, baby. I'm not gonna ridicule you about it. I'm not gonna beat you up about it. I see what you're doing. It's not so much what you're saying, but I see what you're doing, and I'm gonna let you have that because it's not about me. It's about us as a team. There is no I in team. Oh, let me stop. Go ahead. You
Mm.
stop.
That's definitely right. So they did y'all. Let me do what I normally do. Let's do this. I like likes need to be up to 20. I'm causing or I'm causing a problem. Don't do it, Alfie, man. Don't do it. Y'all need to see. This is something you said about Delilah. I did it, and it's funny you said that. See, most women or most people look at Delilah in the wrong light. She's wrong. She shouldn't have did it. Do you realize? And I said this on here. Samson had a wife. He was dealing with prostitutes, had
Right.
another side chick, but it was only Delilah who was able to get the secrets of his heart because she offered up an environment where he can lay his head at. So, sisters, yes, I'm talking to you. And I'm going to switch it to the brothers after I say this. Sisters, are you creating an environment where this man can lay his head at and reveal his secrets? But let me
Mm,
talk to you, brothers. You have to be careful, brothers, where you lay your head at and where you reveal your secrets to, because every woman's intention is not the intention for your good. Y'all
So
ain't ready for this.
no, let me say that. Let me say this. So listen. So becoming the environment where he's safe at, a lot of times you can be that environment. But what happens when he does lay his hair down and he lets his mane down on your lap and he's vulnerable with you? And then the first sign of an argument,
Mm,
you take that thing that he gave you, bam, you slap him across his face with it. Disrespect, dishonor, no confidentiality clause, not remembering what you said in the beginning. See, you got this thing, this infatuation stage when you get into something new. The infatuation is high, you excited, and this is everything that I want. This is everything that I prayed to God for. And so one of the things that I've learned is that, hey, doctor, that's my friend Gregory. I gotta catch us on my thing on Saturday, but I ain't gonna do no shameless plug. But um, the thing about it is that men need to know, this is the thing about the confidence of the woman that he has with him. You heard the saying, behind every strong man, there's a strong woman. But behind every strong woman, there's a strong man as well. That goes both ways. We have to keep confidence. One of the things that I respect about the elders of the church and the mothers of the church and those people who stayed married for 60 years, they ain't like they didn't have no trouble. That's not what it is. But what they did was they didn't argue in public. They didn't disrespect one another. She didn't go to the church. She didn't go to the job. She didn't go to the salon. He didn't go to the barbershop and tell everybody all his business. So when everybody came around, it became an uncomfortable situation. Confidentiality is
mm.
key to any relationship. Don't get into an argument. And if things don't go your way, you have a temper tantrum like a child. When I was a child, I spoke as a child and I reasoned as a child. But when I became older, I put away childish things. There are some things that after the age of 35, 45, really, I'm going to give you a break. 45, 40, let's say 40. At the age of 40, you should know better. You should know better. You don't have a right to take something that somebody told you when they were opening up and they were being vulnerable and throwing it back in their face simply because you're pissed off because things didn't go your way. That goes both ways. That could be a man and that could be a woman because
Well,
it goes both ways.
it goes both ways, because I didn't seen a lot of men, and I'm talking right, and you know how I do it, but they don't. You brothers, I ain't seen a lot of dudes. She didn't say something to you, and then you going back and you telling all your brothers about all this stuff that she did because you upset because you didn't get your way. I'm talking to you. I'm down your alley.
Yeah.
So please understand what I'm saying to you. You got to know that confidentiality is built on what thing? Trust.
Trust and
It's
respect
built
though.
on trust. Y'all ain't
It's
ready for
respect though.
this.
But it's respect though too. Listen, respect goes a long way. If you respect yourself, then you'll respect others. I feel like this. There's a scripture, and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there's a scripture in the Bible where God talks about being confident. When somebody comes and confides in you, they're trusting you, they're bearing their soul with you. And here's the thing, if you see a brother falling, you got to be able to go back, cover them, and then restore them. Sometimes I think that what happens is my friend Greg said Delilah had, her methods. She had good methods, but her intentions and her motives were off kilter. And so
Mm.
what happens is, you know, women have great qualities. Men have great qualities. They have great attributes. But what about those character flaws? Here's my thing. This is one of my favorite things. Everybody got some baggage. The key is finding someone or trusting someone enough to help you unpack that baggage. And then when you know that you're safe to unpack the baggage, because what? You're covering. Love covers a multitude of sins and offenses. So when you got somebody that covers you in love, God covers us. He said, Psalm says, blessed is the man whose sins are forgiven, whose transgressions are looked over by the Lord. It wasn't that David did not sin. It was just the fact that when he sinned, he went to God and he repented. It wasn't that we didn't have this argument. It's like, baby, I ain't going to bed like this. Come on, let's talk about it. Sweetie, I'm not hanging up the phone like this. Let's figure out a solution to this. And if we can't figure out a solution, let's just do this until in the morning, until my emotions come down. Because right now I'm in my emotions. My emotions are getting me My emotions are leading this steering this boat, and we about to crash into this iceberg. We about to do a Titanic. Baby, listen, let me get my emotions in check. And once I get my emotions in check, we'll come back and we'll revisit this. And when we revisit it, then in all you're getting, get an understanding.
So let me
I'm
say
done.
this because I want people, because I know somebody thinking and they ain't said it. Now, when we talk about confidentiality, we're talking about with the intimacy, like Greg said, but that builds on intimacy. But if somebody is beating up on your head, doing things to you, man or woman, man or woman, you don't need to be confidentiality. Then you need to be telling somebody. You need to be talking. I need to say that for somebody in the back of the stadium, in the back of the room, right there.
The back
I
of the
see you.
stadium.
Yeah, I see
I
him in
see
the
you in the
back.
back.
Yeah, we need to say that. So don't get it twisted. You coming outside with black eyes. I'm in confidentiality. No,
No,
brother
that's
or
not the
sister.
same thing.
It's not the
No,
same thing. We talk about confidentiality in the sense that I'm sharing parts of you that I don't share with everyone else. And I'm gonna tell you something. A man, they may not mean it. They may not want to say it, but I'm be the man who say it. They look for a woman where he can share his heart and it's not thrown back in his face.
exactly,
And
exactly.
and if
And
he and if and if he finds that woman and he can trust her, do you know, Sister Dr. Cooper, what he will do for that woman?
well,
It
I'm,
will
I'm
be
assuming
amazing.
I'm assuming he gonna be like Xerxes and give her half of the kingdom. Whatever you ask for, it is yours.
Right.
Y'all know I'm a scripture girl. Listen, at the end of the day, it's about healthy communication and dialogue. Now this is my shameless plug. My platform where we do the conversation, the dialogue, what he thinks, what she thinks. It's about healthy, effective communication and talking about topics that matter in relationships. Don't be so heavily bound you ain't no earthly good. It's like this. You ever been now we all grown up. We was all in high school, right? We all grown now. Now you remember in high school we got the first kiss and he went off and you told everybody about the first kiss. And so nowadays, and it don't matter if you saved or not, you hit that. I hit that, man. You hit that. What does that mean? Why are you running your mouth about stuff like that? Here's the flip side of that. Girl, let me tell you, he got my nails done, he got my hair done. He paid all my bills. What you mean? And so confidentiality and grown folks talk means we got to mature in how we handle one another. Social media captures moments. Stop living like what you see in the moments that are captured, like that's the reality. Nobody's showing you when they was arguing. Nobody's showing you when they got to this crossroads where we didn't agree. We didn't agree how we was gonna go. We was gonna pay for this house together. We didn't agree how we was gonna start this business together. But what we did was we sat down and we made a list. Here we go. We made a list of the pros and cons. I think a lot of times if you go into something and you have to do a self evaluation, but you have to do an overall evaluation of what matters. What is the end goal of this relationship? And that goes back to the beginning. If we listen to understand and not to respond, if I understand you, kind of like we had the conversation last night, if I can understand where we're going with this, then I don't have a problem being a woman and submitting to you. There go their word. I don't
Uh-oh.
have
Did
a
you say
problem.
that? Wait. Don't go past that stop sign because I need you to say it one more time for those on the other side of the stadium back there. Did you say the S word?
Yes,
And
I did. I said
and
submission. I said
she say,
submission.
uh-oh.
Submission. Submission. Submission and servanthood. Servitude.
Oh, that's good. Oh my God.
I'm taking shots. So listen, a woman and a man needs to have something he can trust and respect to so he can submit to because submission goes both ways. And a woman needs something she can trust and rely in, and not even so much trust, but respect because you honor your word. You just don't run your mouth. See, don't just talk about it, be about it. Don't give me a whole bunch of fantasies and ideologies that you don't have any intention on making come true. I don't have time to play with you right now. I'm a grown woman. You're a grown man. What is the end goal of this? What are the ideas that you have for us? Because now I can submit to you, man. I can submit to you, King. I can submit to you, Protector. I can submit to you, Provider. I can submit to you, Covering, because I understand that, hey, listen, that's the man of his word. Listen, he didn't let nobody disrespect me. Listen, when it came time, now he knew I could take care of myself. He met me grinding. He met me doing what I was doing. But at the same time, when he saw me and he saw me stressed out, he said, "Baby, what can I do to help?" He didn't say, "Well, what you gonna do to change that?" He didn't put it all on me because he was in my face. Flip that. Let's flip it. Let's flip it. I came to your house and I knew you had worked all day. And I didn't come empty handed. I didn't feel like cooking, but I picked us up some dinner. I came to your house. I saw that it was a bit messy. And so you didn't need to ask me. I just wanted to help because that's what I do. I serve. I came to your house. You had a dilemma and you was trying to figure out how you was going to be in two places at one time. Baby, what you need me to do? I got you. I can go there. I can pick that up for you. Because submission means my actions gave you something that you knew that you could trust, rely on, and submit to. Because how I treat you is how I treat myself. I'm done.
Oh, see, they ain't ready for that. They ain't ready. Wait. I seen one super chat, no cash apps, nothing. Y'all better. This is too much fire in here. Y'all, show me the fire signs with the dollar signs. Show me the fire signs with the dollar signs, because what's happening is she's coming with the heat today. Y'all ain't ready for this. There we go. Red sing the blues. There you go. See that. Just donate and shameless plug. Red sing the blues. My dude did an interview with him. Check his channel out. My dog. Y'all got to hear what we're saying right here, because you're not going to hear this kind of grown folks conversation just anywhere. What you hear is a lot of people, men and women, going back and forth, and you don't going back and forth and debating and who's right and who's wrong. At the end of the day, everybody wants to lay their head down. And let me say what I said last night. Everybody wants to lay their head down, serve whatever God, we can go with God, or whatever the case may be. Have good communication with whoever the person you're with, and have good sex. I don't know why people act so crazy about it.
Wait a minute. Did you say the X word?
Yeah.
No, we don't do that. God didn't give us that. God didn't give us that feeling. God didn't give us that emotion. God didn't give us that feeling. He didn't say that the two shall become one, go multiply. He didn't say that. Well, no. What he said was, we gotta go before the church. We gotta get everybody's permission. We gotta get our family permission. We can't do this like this. Listen, I don't know nothing about no wedding in the Genesis. I ain't seen nothing about no wedding. I know what he said was, it was not good for man to be alone.
Hold on.
Suitable help me.
We got a super chat. Thank you, my dude Nelly, for another super chat. Let me get a couple guns. You know what I'm saying? Man, you hit it. That's what I'm talking about. She's saying she ain't never seen a wedding in the book of Genesis. But the thing of never.
No, and so when we get caught up in religious doctrine and we get up in religious behavior patterns, then we miss the assignment. I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. Now, we do want to be ye holy, for God is holy. Paul said, I wish you could be like me. I don't even really need anything right now. You know what I'm saying? All I need is God. That's pretty much, I'm just paraphrasing, I'm simplifying it. But then he said, but if you got this feeling, get you a suitable mate, just like God said. I'm gonna put him to sleep, and I'm gonna pull this out of him. And this is gonna be his image. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. You know what it is. Look at her. You know what to call her. He named her. So a lot of times,
whoa. Stop. You went past the stop sign. You just went past enough. What did Adam? Let's say it for slowly for those with the crayons and who didn't bring their pencil and pad. You just said something. It went right over people's head. It went right over. I think it went over a lot of people's head. And when I want everybody in the chat room to write this down, because I want you to understand what she just said, what Dr. Cooper just said. She said that Adam named her. Put that in the chat room. Adam named her. Do you please? Oh my God. This is so much revelation, so much juice, so much fire just on that one statement. Put that in the chat room. What did he do? Adam named her.
He named her. So here's the thing. Women, we have to, hey, I put my hand up. Can I be honest? I'm gonna tell on myself. I don't have no problem. That's why me and God get along. He say, He said, I'm like David. I know I sinned, God. Please forgive me. I'm gonna repent. I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm looking for a title. Listen, boo, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. You don't see me? Listen, you grinding up, grinding. You don't see me? But at the end of the day, you cannot force anything on somebody. I just made a post yesterday. I'm not forcing no relationships in 2021. Either they work or they don't work. If they don't have a natural flow, then what are we doing? Listen, I'm not forcing myself on you. I'm not trying to rape you of your time. I'm about to preach. I just felt the tongue coming out. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
about to rape you of your time, of your attention. I don't need to force myself upon your life. If you don't want me in it, then you don't want me in it. If you don't make a space for me, because see, God made a space for Eve because Adam needed that because there was an empty space to fill. There was an empty space to fill. A lot of times you want to fit into somebody's life whose life is full. And if it ain't even full with a person, it's full what they got to do. I'm still working on me. I'm still working on some things. I got some things that are on the table. Listen, when somebody wants you, they'll tell you that they want you. They'll name you. That's my lady. That's my girl. That's my man. That's my dude. Wait a minute. Let's go a step further. That's my husband. That's my wife. And even if they don't tell you that, they're gonna have the behavior to cover you as such. And it's gonna lead up to that. Don't force it. Now, back to the sex part, because let's not forget about that. I would prefer. Now, this is me because I know that sex it entangles emotions and it entangles a soul. You create a soul tie, but guess what? You create soul ties from an intimate kiss. You create soul ties from an intimate conversation. You can create a soul tie to anything, but sex is the ultimate orgasm. Hello, and so now I got this thing, this feeling, this emotion, and then here we go. When you leave and you wander off, Eve, where you at? You over there talking to the serpent. Adam, where you at? You over there tending to the sheep, but they ain't my sheep. Mary had a little lamb. We ain't gonna even go there. You'll catch that later. But you over there tending to her. He or she over there tending to him, which means y'all not talking to one another, but you talking to other people. You got a part that's missing. That's the soul tie. You know, they say it's women's intuition, but it's the man's intuition too. He know when his lady is out of pocket. Come on now. It's a
Mm-hmm.
soul tie you created. So I would prefer not to until I know what it is.
Right.
Because I'm human. I have a human desire, just like a man does.
And most people keep it 100, but I still feeling it right here. This powerful thing, which you said that the man named her, and they know on this channel we go pretty deep with that. So the question is, man, it comes back to you. I'm calling you on it. I'm talking to you, brothers. What are you naming in your life? And then what are you naming the women in your life because they keep showing up? If you keep running into Susie Q and not your Eve, then it's the problem is not Susie Q or Eve, it is you. You are responsible. It starts with you. It starts with you. You need to speak. See, when you think about it, a man needs to speak into darkness and speak some things into life. I'm trying to get men into the position, into leadership. And when you speak some things, that's why I said a couple last week, you got to praise inside of the woman what you want to see. So if you want to see her smile, you got to say, baby, when you walk, when you came into the room and I seen your smile and you just move them hips to side,
Right.
ooh, my God, I was like, yeah. You have to praise. You have to speak what you want to see the woman manifest in your life. And if you want to see her be evil and angry, then you are speaking that into her life. I'm just talking right now. I'm
No,
just
no,
talking.
no, no. It's the manifestation. You speak those things that are not as though they were.
Mm-hmm.
Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it shall eat its fruit. What fruit are you trying? A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a
Mm-hmm.
bad tree cannot bear good fruit. So whatever the fruit is you're trying to look for, that you're looking for, is it sweet fruit? Is it sour fruit? Oh, come on here now. So what I'm saying, okay, listen. At the end of the day, we manifest what we speak. Okay, so you're thinking, let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. Think on all these things which are high above, not these things which are below. Okay, here we go. So you said something. When I speak life into my man,
Mm.
in turn, my man speak life into me. When I tell my man he is the bomb, he looks fine, baby, you is fine. And even if he's not my man, but I'm manifesting that, hey, listen, I'm speaking life into you, King. And understand what I'm saying to you. When I'm saying to you, I meant what I said. Because
Mm.
when I see you, I see myself. And I don't do anything haphazardly. Go check my resume, go check my page. Anything I present, I am my brand. So I present excellent. I ain't coming to you halfway. You're not gonna see, and if you see me naked, cover me. If you see me in my bonnet, cover me. If you see me without my lashes and my beat, cover me. So the same thing goes for you. If I see you and you need a groom, I'm gonna help you out. If I see you and I see you got something in your teeth right there, if I see you, yeah, you got a book in your nose, I'm gonna cover you. You understand what I'm saying? So there comes a point where we have to decide where we want these people to sit. What position do we want these people to hold in our lives? And then honestly, if you don't really want somebody, if they're not your type, don't waste them people's time. Let them go. Because you holding on to somebody else. Listen, I've always had this thing. Okay. I say this. If it ain't working for me, you a good man. You just not my husband. You a good woman. You just not my wife. We can still remain friends. Why can't we just we can separate amicably? We can have respect for one another and go on with our lives and don't have nothing to say. Matter of fact, if anybody tell me anything about Lawrence, go on somewhere with that. You're not gonna make me your personal garbage can. Not to say that we had anything going on. Let's get that clear. Don't read into that. Nobody read into that, please. Because you know how people is. They'll run with it. No, listen. I'm not gonna let nobody run your name through the mud simply because I don't even know you like that. And furthermore, the person that's bringing me this garbage, you don't even know me like that. How do you know that we had anything going on in the first place? I don't want to hear that. Don't make me your personal garbage can. Now, flip that. We did have something going on. Somebody else. Okay, listen. Hey, that's what you had going on. That ain't what I had going on. So let me explain something to you. We're not going to do that. So if you got an art with them, take it to them. Take it to them. Don't bring it to me. Because baby, I don't want to be a part of that. Because you're not gonna go back and say I said something to you. No, I ain't said nothing. Matter of fact, I told you to shut that down. And matter of fact, if you catch me on a good day, I ain't gonna be so saved. This tongue ain't delivered, baby. You might get the best tongue lashing of your life and a few choice cuss words too.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. You say you from Oakland, right?
You better believe it.
Oh, she from Oakland. Alpha, you hear that? She from Oakland. You know that. I already see that swag she coming with. But
Well,
something
I'm
is
actually from Richmond, so but that's
Richmond. Okay, so let me say this too. Let me say this. It's a song by one of the groups, one of the guys from this group. He said in the song, "Don't take it personal. Easy come, easy go." By Jermaine Jackson. Some of
Yeah.
y'all gotta realize y'all can't take it personal. Easy come,
Take the
easy
bitter
go.
with
Take
the
the bitter
sweet.
with the sweet. Come on, they ain't ready for that.
I'm a
They ain't ready
70
for this.
girl. I just look like this. 72 over here. I'll be 49 this year. Bam.
Uh-oh. You'll be
Black
what?
on crack.
You'll be how old?
49. Black on crack.
I'm right with you. I'll be 49 next month, baby. Y'all ain't ready for this.
They ain't ready.
They ain't ready for this. They ain't ready for this. See, this is grown folks conversation. This is what you guys need to see on the internet. This is
Right.
what you need to see of a man and a woman having a conversation, and you don't hear that we back and forth. No, 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 no. This is
No,
how this is how it does. This is how it's supposed to go.
one of your followers had said lust is a very powerful thing. And I agree. Lust is a very powerful thing, which is why you got to beat your own flesh up. You have got to get your own mind right. Get your mind right. Where are your thoughts at? Because a lot of times, I'm telling you like this, because we got these desires and we got these needs, God gave them to us. They are natural. And ain't nobody gonna make me think that I'm perverted because I like sex. Ain't nobody gonna make me perverted because I like it a certain type of way. I know what I like, you know what you like. But just because I can wait. That's what I said. My preference is because I know better. I learned my lesson because there are no mistakes when you're growing. We're all growing. We're going to a place, and whether that place whether we cross paths and going to that place doesn't we crossing paths right now. That does not mean that everybody that hit me on my inbox is gonna get my time. That does not mean that everybody that I decide that I might want to have coffee with gonna get in my bed. Lust is powerful only because you give it power. What you give credence to is what has power and rule over you. I always believe this. If I practice self-control and discipline, everybody can't get this. I'm selective. It's my preference.
So let me say it this way. I mean, now I can say it the street way. It's a term that they say in the street that the pimps would say. You put your phallus, let me say it that way for those. You put your phallus in your pocket and you lead the other way. And so many men are leading with their phallus that they're missing out the opportunity to see what this woman is really about. Let me say it another way. Let me say it again. Don't lead with your phallus, brothers and sisters. Don't lead with your instrument.
Yeah, listen, it's that member. It's the love. That's what makes love. That's what gives love power. So I'll put it like this. I got this burning fire. Fire and desire. Okay, let's stop.
Tina Marie and Rick James.
So if I decide that, listen, instead of me picking up this wine, okay, wait a minute. So who is it? Is it Summer Walker or SZA? One of them got this song, they call it Drunk Texted. I can't be drunk texted because I already know where this is going. If I understand what my proclivities of my flesh is, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Why not I feed my spirit? I can't do this with you right now. Don't pick up that phone. Don't text that man. Don't text that woman. Just put it away. Listen, put that thing, get in the shower. I'm a fan of, if I can't go to sleep, if I'm tossing and turning, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I will have that glass of wine and I'm gonna down it real quick and I'm going to sleep because I need a sleep agent. Knock me out, Lord. I'm gonna pray and go to bed because at the end of the day, I understand what I give power to has rule over me. If I give power to this driving lustful desire, then it's gonna lead me. And if I know that I've made the mistake with my member before and this didn't lead anywhere, then why would I keep? Listen, insanity is doing the same thing the same way and think it's going to end up with a different result. It would be insane of me to know that I slept with you before and I was heartbroken before. I'm not doing that. We weren't together. We ain't no couple, but we got good sex. Who cares about good sex? Listen, get into good sex. Ain't no accomplishments in that other than an orgasm. Ain't no money in that unless you're a prostitute or a stripper. Ain't no money in that. Ain't no business in that.
But I will say I hear what you're saying, sister. I ain't that say. I ain't got that much. I enjoy. I ain't try to. I know I ain't try to raid on the parade. I understand where you at, but I ain't say I enjoy.
Listen, you got to get your mind right. It's
Yeah, it
what
is.
you're thinking about. You got to focus on what matters the most. Do I want this temporary feeling, right? Or do I want something lasting? I'm looking for a couple of forever. I'm not looking for 5 minutes of phone.
Well, for the brothers who do it 5 minutes, shout out to you. That's all I'm gonna say. If you were to take my couple of my courses, you'll last long. Anyway, if you're understanding and this is resonate with you, this light went out. If this is resonating with you, I need you to put something in the chat room. I need you to put yes, this is resonating with me in the chat room. Put this is resonating me. I'm understanding it. This makes sense. I'm enjoying it. Let me know in the chat room. Let us know that this is conversation is resonating with you. Let me know in the and ping. Yeah, you do, Larry. Ping and yeah, Larry Reed. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, he's Larry Reed. Do say that. Let me know in the chat room if this is resonating with you. You say, yo, this is Dr. Cooper came with the heat today. Let me know in the chat room because we're coming close. This is resonating. Well, you would say resonating hard. Okay, great. 5-minute dudes still exist. Oh my God. Well, bless their hearts. Oh my God. Understand this. This is understanding you resonated with this. This is a way for you to tap into what we're talking about with this conversation, because this right here, what we're talking about It's going to save you 10,000 steps. You got
It's
not,
relationships, Kevin Taylor. He said, "What's the topic?" It's relationships in general.
right. Very good point. Okay. Okay. I hear what you're saying, but reality, no one is ready to be that honest with themselves. That's very true. I like your picture, Hillary. That's intense.
Yeah, it is.
Woo, I
That's
love
so
it.
much.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Very good points. I want a spiritual connection with the physical, with that spiritual. Yes, I'm with you. Okay, good. 5 minute 5 minute dudes have all the kids. Kids too. It seems. Yeah, you guys are crazy.
You just kind of shot me right there. It got all
Yeah.
the kids too.
All right. My other phone. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are resonating with this. So I want you to. Wait a minute. They're still coming in. I'm trying to. Yes, both of you are on point. Good, good, good. That's what I want to hear. I need a man to bring more than his parts to the bed. I need all other parts of him. Well,
Okay,
Monica.
so listen, let's dig into that. So listen, I like that, Monica. Kingdom Diva Cooper. All right, now listen. Good conversation. Can I tell you what's a real turn on? A man
Come
that
on.
can hold a man that can hold a conversation, and he's a goal getter. goal getter. When a man has a purpose, and a woman such as myself, I'm praying that everybody else is on purpose too. And you come and you step into a man, he's on purpose. He's purposely working his purpose, but he's just accomplished and educated, so he can make love to my mind before he make love to my body. He touches my soul before he touches my physical flesh. That's the biggest turn on right there. Somebody can hold a conversation, and somebody that can teach me something. Because you listen, that right there, that's making love. That's intimacy. Touch me without touching me. Hello, somebody. Touch
Uh
me without touching me.
Did she's saying no? We ain't talk about that. Did I not say that on there? You got to know how to speak to the woman's mind. One thing she said. Second thing she said. What did she say? You have to learn how to teach her something. I've been saying it. Most of you guys can't even talk out of a paper bag. You got to know how to get the biggest sex organ is not between her legs, it's between her ears. And if you can get into that mind, sapiosexual, let's do that word out there, and talk to her, teach her something, lead her, baby, everything else will be a go.
I'm telling you, it's something about when you can lay next to somebody without laying next to them. It's
Mm.
something about when you goodness gracious, I felt that in my soul. When you can leave an impression on a man's or a woman's mind out of their presence, and they can't stop thinking about you all day long. All they're thinking about is you. You get just random, and as corny and as childish as it might seem, just the random text messages, because I can't stop thinking about you. You on my mind, baby. What you said to me, when you prayed for me, when you spoke life into me, when you told me, when I was having a moment of insecurity, when I was doubting myself, and you spoke life into me and said, "Baby, you a bomb." What you talking about, girl? Please, if you don't listen, did you see what you've already accomplished? And you did this without me. Man, did you see what you accomplished? And you did this without me, honey. You a king. Listen, did you really just accomplish all of these things? And then here I come, and now here we are. The two are better than one. Ecclesiastes says it's better for two to lay down, but they can keep warm. It's better for two to go to war, because if one falls down, the other can hold the other one up. We can fight back to back. So while you fighting your lions and tigers and bears, I'm over here slaying dragons. What you talking about, baby? We fighting this thing together.
See, you hear that slick talk? Y'all hear Dr. Cooper doing that slick talk out there, that ism out there for you, brother. That's how you want your woman to talk to you. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Do you understand the words that are coming out of her mouth? Her mouth. Do you understand the words that come out of her mouth? That's how you want your woman to talk to you. But you have to be in the position first as the leader. as the priest, as the prophet, as the man in her life. She's willing to do it. So I don't want nobody saying, ain't no good men out here. The men are old dogs. I don't want nobody coming over here talking about, ain't no good women. They're going to take your money. They're going to cheat on you. This ain't this kind of conversation. This is grown folks conversation right here. There are women waiting for you, brothers. There are men waiting for you, sisters. But you got to realize she's on fire today. You hear that? She came with that ism today. See, that's what y'all need to hear. See, you can hear me talk about it all day, but for a woman to come up here and say those things to a man, she'll make a man jump out of his overalls and put on the suit and put on the hat and do all kind of backflips because you realize that her intentions, are pure.
Pure intentions. It's the motives. It's the heart. You can always tell with somebody. And here, let's get this clear though. Let me play the devil's advocate for a second here. You ran into some people that came in like knight in shining armor. They came in like she's your queen. She came in. What you have me to do? Bark like a dog. They doing all of that. But once they've got you, once they have obtained the prize, they change on you. My bishop always says, I need to date you in seasons. I need to see you in seasons. And what it didn't just mean like the 4 seasons, winter, spring, summer, fall. It means, can I see you when you at your lowest point? Let me see you when you got conflict with your family. Let me see you when you got conflict on your job. Let me see you when somebody, let me see you when somebody passes away. Let me see you in death. Let me see you in all seasons of life. Let me see you when you've accomplished something. Let me see you when you've lost something. And I'm not just talking about money or anything. I'm talking about there are seasons of emotions. There are seasons and patterns of the way that you handle yourself in certain situations. Let me see you when you don't get your coffee the way that you want it from Starbucks or Pete's, whatever you got. Let me see you. Because a lot of times, I know this. My mama said there's a difference between, and this is funny because I'm a woman and I love clean things, right? I love a clean house. Okay, but catch me at the right day. I got a whole lot of stuff piled up in different places. But catch this, I'm not nasty. So that means my house is clean, but I just got a whole lot of stuff stacked up. It's my mama said I'm a pack rat. So I don't throw away nothing. And I had to learn that over time, I got to get rid of some stuff. So I've learned the older that I get, I throw away some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep buying new shoes and I can't got nowhere to put the new shoes because I can't get rid of the old shoes. I can't keep buying new suits and I ain't throw away the old. I can't even get in that suit no more. I can't even fit that dress. So these are seasons of people's lives where you got to know people. You got to watch their conduct. You got to watch their character. Your character always comes out. Whatever in your heart is always going to come out. It's always going to come out when you cook. If you can cook or if you can't cook, you've been ordering out the whole time. You know you couldn't cook. You had that man thinking you were cooking. You can't cook. You got your mama over there cooking. You can't cook. You know what I'm saying? You got this woman over here thinking that you keep a clean house, but you got a maid service coming in every week. A maid comes in and keeps everything together, doing your laundry, making sure your bathrooms is clean, getting up that hair from that other chick. I'm leave that alone though. I said it.
Oh boy. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh, somebody dropped a super chat. They drew him a super chat. We're gonna get that. I got you, Hillary. She dropping juice. She dropping fire today. True Savage, thank you. Right. Let me see what you this session was everything today. Hillary has a question, and then this was gonna be it right here with this question with Hillary. Because I want to say something. I got a verse for this one. Where did you go, Hillary? Where did you go, Hillary? Where did we go? Here we go, Hillary. Don't think I didn't see it. Where did it go? I'm waiting for it to pop up. Since we're talking about relationships, can we address why brothers are having an issue with Russell Wilson saying his greatest fear is losing his wife? Most women want that man that can be vulnerable with his heart and mind. Oh boy, do you want me to answer it? Because I'm going to say something and it's going to go contrary to what you just said, sister. So the verse so the verse is in Job. He said, what I greatly feared, what has come upon me.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, I like to break down sentences. Why brothers are having an issue with Russell Wilson, his greatest fear is losing his wife. So what he fears is not good. So brothers are having an issue, not because they know the scripture or anything. They're having an issue is because he should not be in a place of fear. He should be in a place of what? Faith. My greatest fear can't be me losing my wife. My greatest fear is not that. My greatest faith that we're going to be together for what forever, from this lifetime to the next. So that's what I think. Men may not say it that way, but men need to. So why men do not like that? We're not talking about no fear. We got too many other fears that we fearing. So fear losing my wife. So that means he also is fearing that another man may take his place. He's fearing that he may not be enough. That's a place of weakness, not strength. Let me say
How
that again. I'm
about
speaking from a man. He's coming from. Go ahead.
that's just a place
Go
of
ahead.
insecurity. That's a place of insecurity. That's a place of there's releasing something that in a vulnerable moment he probably shouldn't have said publicly, because at the end of the day that's probably something that him and his wife was talking about, and he just wanted to just let her know, I think about you all the time. That man may have screwed up behind closed doors, and now he want to put it out there like he just, my greatest fear is losing my wife. Well, the man probably already lost her. You know what I'm saying? He's just saying that because I'm in public. And listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna put it to you like this: even though we're having this discussion, this is the opinion of two people. If I can't leave you with any other nuggets, let me tell you this: if you don't seek the Lord, if you don't have a spiritual grounding, if you don't know His voice for yourself, if you're not led by your own discernment and your own Holy Ghost, you can take. Let me tell you like this: it's like a plate of food. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. It's opinions. Opinions don't really matter what other people think. And this would go back to the first beginning of this conversation. Opinions do not matter in a one-on-one relationship. Because if I got a man and I hang up this and my man say something to me about what I said on here, at the end of the day, I'm like, baby, I'm sorry that I said that I offended you. I didn't mean to offend you because I wasn't talking about you because I love you, boo. That's not what that was. I was just giving my opinion on the topic or the question. That's my opinion. You already know how I feel. You already know how I'm rolling. You already know what it is. Because I'm with you one on one every day. Ain't no telling why Russell said what he said. And you're right, fear is false evidence appearing real. I'm not gonna put that out in the atmosphere on the news for people to do what they just did. Take it, twist it, and run with it. Everybody got some type of thing that they fear the most. Just the wisdom of, like what Lawrence was saying, the wisdom is not to release it out into the atmosphere. The wisdom is to be like, okay, God, I'm going to take this to God in prayer. I'm going to lay this on the altar and you help me. Maybe my perception is off. Maybe the way I'm saying it is off. Help me change the way I see it. Let me see it the way you see it. Help me
Mm-hmm.
understand it with the way you understand it. And all I get an understanding. Ain't no telling why he said what he said. To me, it sounds like a man that already messed up as a woman. I already messed up. My
I,
greatest fear is that I'm losing my wife.
yeah.
My greatest fear. Listen, I'm not able to perform the way that I used to in the bedroom, and I know I've been, I've been messing up. It can be all kind of things that factored into why he said what he said. Here's the thing: a man is supposed to, and a woman, both ways. I don't want to lose my husband, so I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
take it to God in prayer. I don't want to lose my wife, so I'm gonna take it to God in prayer. But fear, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind.
Mm-hmm. Let me read what my dude Jono says. Although he was being honest, being honest, fear is the wrong word. He really means he's watching it close like a bird over the egg. He doesn't want to mess up or strive to do right. I understand that, but Doc, you can't be saying that, man. You
Not
can't.
publicly.
No, you can't be saying I'm feared I'm gonna lose. What? Teach you like what is abundance. So somebody asking what is abundance mindset. You have an abundance mindset. That so what she's meaning by the abundance mindset, Kevin, my dude. This is a good director right here. This guy makes films right here. You guys need to go follow him on Facebook. What about abundance mindset? You're not focused on the lack. You focus on all the attributes that you do give and what's not even revealed. Now, think a lot of people miss that. So I'm not going to fear losing you. That's not even a thought. I'm thinking about all the stuff that we have, how we going to make it better, how we going to multiply. Because what something John used to say he says on the show is that when a woman comes to your life, it's not 1+2. It's not 1+2. It's what? Multiplication. When a woman, she multiplies whatever you have inside of you, man. Now you can decide what that multiplication is going to be, but she's going to multiply what's ever inside of you. Yo, we are at 1 minute over, or 2 minutes over. This is Lawrence D. Adams and Dr. Cooper. If you guys enjoyed her, so Dr. Cooper, at the top of your head is something we do on his channel. Give me the first number that comes to your head so we can put it in the chat room.
First number, 8, new beginnings.
First number to come to your head. She said 8. 8 is number for today. 8, number 8. I'm putting it in the chat room now. 8 is the number we know we do. So if she's saying new beginnings, so I want you to get where she's saying from this conversation. I want you to go back and listen, because 8 is the number of completion. There was some things said in this conversation. Once you go back and listen, that's going to bring what? Completion inside of you. There's what? So there are going to be some things inside of you that's going to bring what?
7 is
what? 7, but what's 8?
New beginnings.
Completion, but 8 is what?
New beginnings.
New beginnings. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about completion. So new beginnings. So this is what? This is what new beginnings for a lot of people. I know I'm wrong. Hey, make mistakes. So 8, okay. New beginnings. If you listen to the conversation, if you listen to the conversation, there were some things that are going to birth some new beginnings. And I'm gonna put 7 out there because I said 7, and it's gonna bring some completion to some things, but it's gonna birth somewhat new beginnings.
Yes, closing some doors and
so I want you guys to put that 8 in there. So give me your last words. You got to come back on. Yeah, this was fire. Come on, closing words, Dr. Cooper.
I'm gonna do my shameless plug. This is my latest book, In the Shadows of Abuse. Can you guys see it? You can get this on Amazon. All my books are available on Amazon. This is about me being in an abusive relationship. There you go. Thank you, baby. In the Shadows of Abuse. And I just finished the workbook. It'll be uploaded this weekend. Just finishing up the cover, but it's done. The inside work is done. Listen, I'm the author of 8 books. www.drconstancecooper.com. I'm on Facebook, Constance Cooper, Dr. Cooper. I'm on Instagram, Dr. Cooper, Divinely Exquisite Ministries. I am on LinkedIn, Dr. Cooper. On Twitter, I am Lady C. You can find me on all these social media platforms. Get with me. Let me know if you set out to be my friend. Let me know in my inbox, because I don't accept everybody's friend request. I'm scared of being hacked. I ain't been hacked in the last 11 years, and I'm not looking forward to it either.
That's fair.
So let me know. Give me my inbox and say, hey, I saw you on Lawrence's platform, and then, hey, we connected. Stick with this. I love it, Lawrence. Thank you so much. I'm honored. Thank you.
You are very welcome. I'm about to bring you back up to Cooper's. Yeah, I see. So let me. I see you, Hillary. I see you gonna maybe. It's a couple minutes. I understand what you just said. It's not an issue of not being. It's not that he. Let me say this one more time. It's not the purpose of that he should not have said that. It's about being vulnerable and showing that he was. But it's the platform on which he shared it. Some things are not things to be revealed in the public. It doesn't. See, the thing of it is, when you share certain things, you got to be careful, because you're speaking things into existence. So his vulnerability, yes, that's a vulnerable, but he needs to come from that vulnerable place and come to a place of what? Strength, and say, I'm not going to lose you. You know you mine. I'm taking care of you. You are my. Wait. I'm about to tell the kids, take the nanny. Tell the kids to go to their grandma's house. We're gonna find out if I'm gonna lose you or not. That's what we're talking about.
So this is the thing, Lawrence, and let me finish. I know you got to close, but listen, it wasn't that we do want a man to be vulnerable, but with us, not with the public, because now what you've done, you just did, you opened yourself up for the ridicule, and now I got to go back and fix what I already repaired. If I'm a covering, I'm an asset, not a liability. Now you made me a liability, because now they about to throw darts at my man, and I got to go in this room, in this bed chamber, and cover him all up. what you're doing. I don't want to keep doing Build a Bear with you, baby. I've already built this thing. I don't want to have to build back up what the public has torn down. Let me just look. Let's just stay the course. Keep that between you and I. That ain't for everybody, baby. That's between me and you. Now, my greatest fear, I wouldn't have said my greatest fear. I would have been my greatest fear is to not know God, if anything. I would have
Right.
just flipped it on them because basically the media will always set you up to look stupid. You got to be clear on that. That is the world. And the kingdom don't operate like that. The kingdom suffered violence and the violent take it back by force. So we keep things in confidence. You don't never let your left hand know what your right hand doing. You don't never, God gives you a strategy. You done gave away strategies. That's not the art of war. You done brought war upon yourself. I'm done.
I know that's on Hillary, my homegirl, so it's all good. You know, that's why I'm coming for you. I was on her show. So that's my homegirl. Sidebar, you know I see the other sides of this. I know you do. That's why you came here and said what you said. That's my homegirl.
Honey.
Yes, and that picture is fire. Y'all better look at that picture, brothers.
That picture is the bomb.
Woo! Y'all better.
The bomb. That's very sensible. That's a sensible because I like it.
Let me put it back up again, Hillary. Yeah. She has a show too. We got to get you on here too, Hillary. Kevin, my dude. Love it. Build a Bear. Me too. So this is it. I'm 8 minutes past my time. This is Lawrence D. Adams and Dr. C. Cooper here on Recharging Manhood. My greatest fears for everyone else. How happy they are for me. Okay, all right, let me put your public perception and then we go away. We need to understand judgment is God. Right. We are right here.
Right.
So let's go. We are out of here. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. What I want you to do after this is finished, comment on YouTube, comment on Facebook, and let us know how it was. Because I think, you know what? You got to come back. We got to come back and do this again. You got to do this again. We got to do this again.
Thank you. I would love to come back. Don't forget, I got my own platform, Divinely Exquisite Ministries. I got a platform called Relationships, and I want you on my relationship platform.
Okay? Y'all think they're ready for the L to come through? LDA to come through?
Absolutely, they are. Nothing like an intellectual man. We would love to dig and pick your brain. How about that?
Watch it now. Watch it now. Watch it now. I'm gonna have to end with my sapiosexual audio that I have. I'm gonna have to end on that one just to get everybody in the mix. So with all that saying, this is Lawrence D. Adams, Dr. Cooper, and we are out.
This is LDA at the Dark. I want you to follow me as I begin to take you on a journey. But first, I want you to relax. Relax your mind. Relax your body. And I'm going to guide you. What I want you to do now is to lay back and begin to relax your mind.